Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will discuss retroviruses and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, that is AIDS. This is the topic from 11th class biology, chapter number 5, variety of life. In this topic we will discuss about retroviruses, HIV, AIDS, symptoms, life cycle of HIV, spread of AIDS and its prevention. Retroviruses. Retroviruses are type of viruses which have RNA and they cause tumor and they have a special enzyme called reverse transcriptase. RNA tumor viruses have been known for many years. These viruses are widely distributed in nature. Retroviruses are associated with tumor production. They produce tumor in number of animals or in number of species like fowl, rodents and cat. For example, HIV. The familiar example of retrovirus is HIV. HIV stands for immunodeficiency virus, which cause AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This is the famous example of retrovirus. Structure. Each retrovirus has RNA, single-stranded RNA, and tumor viruses. It include retrovirus, that is HIV, and oncovirus. Oncovirus cause cancer and HIV cause AIDS. They are spherical in form, 100 nanometer in diameter and enveloped by host plasma membrane. We can say that the retroviruses are spherical. They have 100 nanometer of diameter and they are covered by host membrane. Here you can see a spherical structure of HIV. It has RNA genome covered by protein capsid, that is called. It has enzyme, that is called reverse transcriptase, covered by envelope, and also have spikes. Spikes are structure which can detect receptors on host membrane. A few retroviruses are not host specific, but most retroviruses are host specific. It means they cause disease in specific cells or in specific species. For example, AIDS. AIDS attack on white blood cell, that is leukocytes, and affect them. HIV don't affect any other cell because other cells don't have receptors where HIV can attach or penetrate. Specific enzyme that is present in retrovirus is reverse transcriptase. Transcription is a process. In this process, from DNA, RNA is synthesized. A process in which RNA is synthesized from DNA is called transcription, and reverse transcription is that from RNA, DNA is made. Enzyme that help in this process, that is in the formation of DNA from RNA. That enzyme is called reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase, this DNA can infect host cell, but it can also be incorporated into host genome as a provirus that can be passed on to progeny cells. In this way, some of retroviruses can convert normal cell into cancer cell. How retroviruses can convert normal cell into cancer cell? Because of that enzyme which convert RNA into DNA, that DNA enter into host genome and live there as a provirus and pass on to progeny and divide with cell. And in this way, it convert normal cell into cancerous cell. This is our main topic, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS. AIDS was reported by some physician in early 1980s in young males. Symptoms of AIDS: severe pneumonia, rare vascular cancer, sudden weight loss, swollen lymph node, loss of immune function. All those patients were homosexual, but after AIDS was discovered in non-homosexual patients who were given blood transfusion or blood products. Discovery or naming in 1984, the agent that caused the disease was identified by research team from the Pasteur Institute in France and the National Institute of Health in the USA. Both teams were working. One team was working in Pasteur Institute in France, another research team or team of scientists was working in National Institute of Health in the USA, and they identify HIV that cause AIDS. And in 1986, virus was named human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV. In 1980, physician observed AIDS. In 1984, its agent was discovered, that is HIV. And in 1986, the agent was named as HIV. In AIDS, basically, the immune system destroyed by HIV. How immune system was destroyed? The major cell infected by HIV is the helper T lymphocyte. T lymphocyte is a white blood cell which is a major component of our immune system. As the HIV infection continue in the host, the decrease of helper T lymphocyte result in failure of the immune system, and the infected person becomes susceptible to other diseases. HIV attack on immune system. Immune, the basic component or major component of immune system is T lymphocyte. As the number of T lymphocyte decreases, immunity also decreases and the patient becomes susceptible to other diseases. That's why, or in this way, HIV destroy immune system. HIV not only attack on our immune system, it can also infect central nervous system. Recent studies on HIV reveal that the virus infect and multiply in monkey but don't cause disease in them. Why? Because they don't have specific receptors. These receptors are present in human being on their T lymphocytes, that is white blood cells. Infection cycle of HIV. This is the preview of infection cycle. The first step is attachment, entry and uncoiling. Here you can see HIV detected a receptor on T lymphocyte. That receptor name is CD4 receptor. Here it attach, then it enter and uncoil and remove its coat. The virion enter the host cell and is uncoated in the cytoplasm. That is first step. CD4 CD4 mean cluster of differentiation 4 is a glycoprotein that serves as a co-receptor for the T cells. Second step, reverse transcription and integration. Here, reverse transcriptase, that is enzyme, uses the viral RNA that enter into T lymphocyte that was a part of HIV as a template to make a strand of DNA from RNA. It make a template. It use as a template RNA and made DNA and then use the DNA strand as template to complete a DNA double helix because DNA always exists in double helical form. The original viral RNA is degraded, destroyed. The DNA then entered the nucleus and integrate into the chromosomal DNA of the host, and here it start its cycle and it order DNA or genome of host to make copy or part of HIV. Third step, viral RNA and protein synthesis. The proviral DNA is transcribed into RNA and translated into protein. Fourth, assembly and release. Now many parts of HIV has been completed. Now they assembled. New capsid assemble around viral RNA and attach reverse transcriptase molecule and bud from the plasma membrane. Now they are ready to attack other lymphocytes. In this way, they destroy lymphocytes and increase their number. Spread of disease, how that disease spreaded. Spread of disease, HIV is transmitted by intimate sexual contact with blood and breastfeeding. If mother have HIV, then its baby, her baby can also get HIV while breastfeeding. Healthcare worker can also acquire HIV during professional activities. Prevention Prevention of intravenous drugs with common syringe and use of sterile needles, syringes, and utensils is important. Now, vaccine against HIV have been synthesized and its experimental administration in humans started in early 2001 in South Africa. With this, we have completed our topic. Thank you.